Dear Gems, welcome back. Have you ever wondered what shares or stocks means? Well, stock is a type of security that gives stockholders a share or shares in a company. It is also known as equity or buying equity in a company. While shares represent unit of ownership in a company, it simply means the more shares you buy, the more the stake you have in the company. And there are two forms of equity that is currently operating. There is the private equity companies and there is the public equity companies. But for today, I'm focusing on the publicly traded companies or public equity that is currently governed by the NGX and is licensed under the Investment and Securities Act, ISA, which is also regulated by Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and these are all governed in Nigeria. So before we decide on how to pick and invest in the Nigerian stock or Nigerian shares markets, we need to check the fundamental and technical analysis, like the ups and downs. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Will I lose my money? Will I gain my money? Will it double? All those other technical analysis. But first, before we go there, first, you need to know why you are investing in shares. Know your why, or at least understand the reason why you want to start investing. Because person A's investment strategy is different from person's B investment goals. We are two different people with two different aims in life. So always know your why. Let me give an example so you can understand better. I genuinely have to put it in context so we get what I'm trying to say. Let's say person A is investing and just decides that I want to go on the long run. I'm in for the long game. So person A is taking the long-term approach when it comes to her investing. She knows she's going to enjoy both the highs and the lows, the downs and ups, as long as the investment is paying her dividend and she knows that her capital is growing steadily. While person B is taking the short-term approach, aka known as trading. Person just wants to sell, make money. It's also known as day trading also. So person A knows that come rain, come shine, except if there is gross mismanagement of the company she has decided to key into, and she knows that the company is also paying dividend, she is game, she's good, she's in for the long run. While person B just wants to make the capital money and just turn the tables around and make money. These are two different people with two different goals. So first, know your why, because the market is going to crash. There has been 2008 crash. There has been 2019 crash of COVID. With time, it's not a fully bearish market and it's also not a foolish bullish market. So there is always going to be ups and downs. Whatever reason applies to you, be you a passive investor or an active investor, choose which one is suitable for you. And you can only achieve this if you know why you are investing in the first place. But personally, for me, the aim of my investment is towards retirement. And I always ensure that whatever company I choose, I am making sure that it's at least minimum of 10% returns on my investments for any company shares I buy. 10% minimum. Anything lower than that, it's a no for me. 3, I'm in for the long-term game. So you are not me and I am not you. We all have different goals. Do I have any loyalty to any company shares? For now, no. I'm not sentimental about any shares I buy, in as much as the company is well managed and effectively running and paying dividends. We are game. We are good. But any mismanagement count me out. Number 2, have an account. I want to believe that as a Nigerian, we have at least either a savings account or a current account that has physical branches, or at least have a physical branch. Not fintech banks, so I mean a bank that has a physical location that you can go in and make a complaint should in case anything happens to your money. Because it is through your bank that you would be able to send money into your brokerage account that you will create before you can buy shares of any Nigerian company, and your dividends payment will also be paid into this bank account. So please choose a bank account that is not closing anytime soon, or they are not packing up anytime soon. Open a brokerage account. Please, please, kindly only open a brokerage account by registering with a licensed stock broker. I cannot overemphasize this. So open with only a licensed stock broker, not fintech app, not third party. If you do so, say bye bye to your money. You just say oya sọ pé ó ti lọ, bye bye, that's gone. And do not send your money to anyone to invest on your behalf. In fact, there is a whole lot of things I look out for before choosing a stockbroker. First, your stockbroker must have at least a physical office that you can walk into and make complaint. Not fintech, lórí afẹ́fẹ́, with no walk-in location. So do yourself a favor. Take your phone, go to Google and type licensed stockbroker, or go to NGX website and look at the list of stockbrokers on the website, because they delist companies from time to time. Ensure that the stockbroker you are opening your account with is not delisted or unapproved. Ensure that you can walk into your stockbroker's office and ask questions at their opening time or opening hours. And please ensure you do your due diligence. Don't take my word for it. Make your own research, thorough research. Your brokerage account, they have an online site. You can just open your account online, deposit your money, and start buying shares. But before you start buying shares, there's also a whole lot of nuances or a whole lot of things to look out for before choosing any company, and that will be for another video. So hit the subscribe button, so as I'm explaining it, you also follow me along. Deposit your money into the brokerage account. If you're a salary earner, please do so, and just set aside like, let's say, 10% or 20% or 30% of your money into buying shares. Make your money work for you, because the aim is to make money work on our behalf and also earn dividends. Yes, earn dividends, plenty big dividends safe. The key goal of investing is to ensure that money works on your behalf, and you don't have to have all the millions of the world before you start investing. Don't get me wrong, you can start investing with millions also, but you don't have to start with millions. First of all, I'll say familiarize yourself with the platform. Do your due diligence about the company before you start investing. Then when you are confident and okay about company shares you are buying, you can now invest your millions. But if you are a student like me that does not have millions to start with, start with your small 10,000 naira or your small 20,000 naira every month, and just build the character and the discipline of investing first. Know how to navigate buying a shares comfortably before you dive in with all your hard-earned money, because money is not easy to come by. And before we are done talking, disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. Before you buy any company shares, there are quite a lot of technical and fundamental analysis, like shares pattern and movements, the financial history of the company, how well do they pay the dividends, who is managing the company, their cash flow statement, their earnings to debt ratio. There's also their earnings to price ratio, and check their balance sheet. Ensure that the account is balanced. The balance is balancing and all that other good stuffs. But all in all, investing is like taking a seed and planting it into the ground. It's not going to become a tree overnight. So if you are looking for overnight money shifts, investing is not for you. If you are looking for overnight quadrupling, overnight growing a huge tree, or bearing fruits overnight, investing is not for you. It takes time, it takes diligence, it takes a lot to ensure that you are not making wrong mistakes. It also takes a lot before you eat the fruits of your labor or investment, as we are talking about today. I personally love to simplify things and ensure that I am investing stress freely, if that is an English. But I have one golden rule: never ever borrow money to invest. You will cry premium tears because the market can go down and rise up overnight. In fact, the market is basically some people's emotions. For day traders, so I'm talking to day traders now. Never ever borrow money to invest. It's not the wisest thing to do. Take your time. Take your time. Bye bye. Hey, wait. If you have not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Okay, bye bye.